Here's a quick training on the difference between copywriting and content, because they sound the same, don't they? Especially if have been writing, you kind of wonder, like, what's the difference? So let me explain. When you hear the word content, and we use that often here in our program also, right? What is your content? Your content to you probably is anything like your social media posts, maybe some articles that you've written. It could be outlines, it could be research reports. It even could be some of the basic pages of your website, like your about section, or maybe your company description, right? So that's content. Copywriting is a little bit different. Copywriting is definitely a marketing and a sales tool. It's still writing and it's still content, but it's very specific writing to generate an action afterwards. So that action is usually like click here or buy something, right? But it's evoking an action. So you're creating maybe more of a storytelling type environment. A lot more when you go to a page for you're selling some sort of product, maybe even an ebook, for example. Let's use one of our digital products as a way of describing this. And you would get to there, you've got a really punchy headline, right? That immediately you say, this is for me. It's very emotionally connecting and and high energy. So it's a little different, right, than if you're just describing the book to somebody. So it's kind of like saying the content about a book, for example, if you were an author, I'm just using that example. If you would use, like the back page of your book or the inside flap, like these are descriptions. They're not really copywriting. The copywriting would be the information that's on your page for Amazon, maybe for selling your book on Amazon, right? That text that's on there will be like short bios and, bullet points, very, inviting you to buy now. So there's that urgency that's in there too, that's kind of wrapped into the language. So it starts headline, and it could be short or long. Copywriting is, and it's for anything, for letters, for emails. Emails are very personal these days, right? They're much more storytelling than they are just a general description. So maybe that's kind of a good way to look at it. So more generic kind of descriptions are just plain content. And the copywriting is sales invoking, action oriented type thing. So a content writer could be anybody, right? Writing about anything. A copywriter is actually a professional marketer who is, writing marketing copy for that action. So you say, well, how am I supposed to do copywriting, right? So don't worry about it. When I said professional, I just meant, to distinguish between, a professional author and a professional copywriter. Copywriting is definitely something, especially the more you know your audience, which of course you've done the research already by now, you can speak their language, right? And you know how they want to hear things. So more casual speak, writing things their way. You definitely can do this. You absolutely can do your copywriting. And don't worry about it because you keep testing and retesting your language. So that's the difference between regular content and copywriting. So we hope we've made that clear, and we're really excited to read what you come up with for your copywriting and how that's going to help you sell your digital product.